today's session on Q&A, and it's really my pleasure, to be amongst all of you all week after week. In fact, it is so nice that you all are eager to hear about Bhagavad Gita. You're so eager to understand what is the subject matter that is given in Bhagavad Gita. So it's my great fortune that I have such a great association of more than 500 plus people. So that's really nice, and I really we will not get such a sincere association anywhere except this place. So it is called a satsang. Mm. So it is called a satsang. Sat means food, or sat is auspicious, and sangha is basically the association that we have got. So it's really nice that we're coming like this week after week. So let's keep continuing like this and learn Bhagavad Gita as it is. So I request all of you all that let's start chanting prayers now. So please repeat after me. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prithaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Sumanniti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desharine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mokam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhete Girim Yat Kripatam Vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So welcome you all once again for today's Q&A session. So today there's a small change in our schedule. So now we'll have Q&A till 8 o'clock, and from 8 to 8:10 or so we will do mantra meditation. And then after that, I have provided another link in the message. Hope you have seen the message. So in that, at 8:15, we're going to chant the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is titled as Purushottam Yoga. And now the month is going on, so it's very auspicious to chant the 15th chapter. So till the end of this month, we're going to chant that particular chapter. So there's a special group, where everyone comes every single evening. I guess most of you are also joining. So I request all of you all to be a part of that at 8:50. So we will end this session and then we'll again start the same. And today, it's very nice in the Gita chanting, because one of our online Gita course participant, Vani Shekhar, she is going to chant the 15th chapter. Oh, I see she's there online. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's start with today's session, the Q&A session. So a lot of questions again, as week after week, we have got various questions. So we start with the first category, that is the Gita, the topic of Gita, and we'll see what questions are there. So normally I don't see the questions before coming here, because directly I see when I come here, so that I also get some thrill to seeing the question. Okay, so Bani N. Halvagal, she is asking a question on reincarnation. When soul is out of the body before time, it will be waiting for next body. But the question is, the soul gets the body in its fetus stage in mother's womb, or as soon as the baby is born. So this is a very nice question. And hearing that, you will be very amazed. Because the answer to this question is, when does the soul enter? When does the soul enter the womb of the mother? The soul enters the womb of the mother at the time of conception, when the male and female, when they unite. So at that point, the soul is taking the shelter of the semen of the father, and it enters the womb of the mother. So at that point itself, the soul gets transferred. So I hope all of you are seeing the daily Bhagavad Gita shloka videos. May I know how many of you are seeing the videos every day? Every day it is posted in the group. Can we all raise our hands? Whoever is seeing the videos every single day? Oh, okay. I see many of you. Okay, I'll put the gallery view so that I can see the hands. Okay. Oh, almost everyone. Thank you. The ones who are not seeing, I request you that please see these videos. So every single day. In fact, I started these video series only for you all, because it's an online session, and then we are not meeting every day. So I thought, let's go shloka by shloka and understand Bhagavad Gita. So only for this online Gita course participants, I made those videos. I'm still making every day. I'm recording 2 to 3 videos. So I request all of you all, please go through those videos. So in one of the video today I recorded in the afternoon. So in that video I was speaking about Garbhadhan Samskar. So it's a very, very important samskar. So please hear carefully. So there are various samskaras that is done for a person before conception, birth, and then till death. So there are various samskaras, various nice spiritual rituals which are done. Now, what is this Garbhadhan Samskar? Garbhadhan Samskar is basically samskar where the male and female, before uniting, they prepare their consciousness very properly. So the preparation of consciousness is about keeping the consciousness pure and not contaminated. So they keep the consciousness properly by doing various spiritual practices, by taking the blessings of superiors, by going to the temple and taking blessings of Krishna, Srimati Radharani. So like this, after doing all that, then finally on that particular day, they come together with a mood of begetting a child. So it's a big science actually. It's a very, very big science. So the consciousness of the parents will decide the consciousness of the child. This is one. So when a person is doing spiritual practices, the stronger the spiritual practice, there is a great possibility of a great soul being attracted to the womb of the mother. So this is very, very important, very subtle, very, very subtle this is. So the time, place, circumstance, and people, all these things matter when it comes to begetting a child. Begetting a child is not just male and female, they come together and they unite and the child is born. Oh, that is there, but then there is lots of things that are happening in the background, lots of things. So karma of the parents is taken care if they are just materialistic people. So only karma is taken care. But when it comes to the devotees, when it comes to spiritualists who are practicing Krishna consciousness, who are practicing mantra meditation, reading Bhagavad Gita and so on, and living a pure life, and who are connected to the Lord. Today I had posted one audio which talked about how to have emotional balance. In that audio, I have spoken about connecting with Lord, connecting with Krishna. So if a person is connected with Krishna, what happens is there's a raise in the consciousness level, and when that happens, by the power of their practice of bhakti, they can attract the best of the best souls to the womb. So the best of the best souls is attracted. And finally, then the rest is all scientific, which we already know that the semen and ovum, they will combine to form a zygote, and then it goes on and forms a fetus. And then after that, the child grows 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9th month. Towards the end, the child comes out and sees the material world for the first time. Hmm. I mean, in that particular life. So when it comes to the answer to your question, so basically, when the soul is out of the body, when the soul dies the soul doesn't die, when the body dies, when the soul comes out of that body, So what happens? That soul, no, firstly, it is said that the soul wanders around that body for some time. So lots of nice rituals are done, and kirtan is done for a long time in front of the body, and then and there is a logical reason also why the soul wanders around, because the soul is so attached to the body that it cannot leave the body, so fast. So it is there around, and then if it's a materialistic, if he is a materialistic person throughout the life, the Yamadutas come to pick and get that person, and then he is taken to Yamaraj, and then finally lots of things are decided. And simultaneously, depending on the karma of the person, past life karma of the person, the body is ready, or no, more precise, the situation for that soul to take birth is made ready by prakriti, by material nature. So the parents are before itself decided, and then the soul finally enters the body of the father, and then goes and comes out through a semen and enters the body of the mother during when male and female unite. So in this way, the soul does not enter when the fetus is made. The soul is already there. Is already there in the food grains when the father is eating the food grains, and then it goes and finally forms the semen, and finally comes out, taking the shelter of the semen and unites with the ovum in the womb of the mother. So hope this is clear to you, and I hope I have given a satisfactory answer. Let me know if there is any follow-up question to this. You're free to post it again in the same Google form. Goal of life, why birth? This is a question from Nikki Podar and Vinut. They have almost similar questions. Let me read out the questions first. Who created God? Why did He create all living beings? If the only purpose of life is to break the cycle of birth, life and death, what if one doesn't want to break this cycle? Why do we need moksha? These are the questions by 7-year-old daughter. Okay. I thought it's your question. Vinod, Prabhuji, you told us about rebirth and karma. Can you please tell us about our very first birth, like why God has created us? What was our first birth? So let's understand this. This is a very critical topic. I don't know if it's the right time for us to understand, but since it's a question that is posted to me, I will try to answer it. So when it comes to our birth in this material world, it's from time immemorial. Time immemorial. We cannot calculate also, when we have taken birth in this world. So, like Krishna is eternal, his part and parcels are also eternal. All of us, we are also eternal. This is what is the point. Now, the point is that why are we here in this material world? We should be there in Vaikuntha. Why are we here? We should be there with our eternal Father. So we made a choice. We made a choice to be independent of Krishna. For example, when when a child grows and when he becomes a teen, and then when he starts his parents, or going against his parents. So at that time, the child, the teenage kid, he decides, no, I don't want to be here, with these people. I want to live independent. So the parents will try their best to hold him back, but if he's not listening, then the child will leave. The child will leave the place, and the child will suffer. Parents tried their best to keep him back, but child, he decided himself. And parents gave that independence because how much they can also hold. So when it comes to Krishna, the same situation is with Krishna also. So we all are eternal kids of Krishna, and Krishna is our eternal parent. And the love that Krishna has for all of us, we cannot comprehend how much love Krishna has for all of us, how much he loves. It is that love, which bounds Krishna, for not forcing us to be there with him all the time. So we decided that no, I don't want to live with you. I want to explore. I want to stay independent. I want to enjoy myself. Why only you have to enjoy? I'll also enjoy. So that mood we have come to this material world. So like I always give this example whenever it comes to this particular question of why this world and why so many things. So suppose I know there are many mothers here having daughters. So suppose your daughter comes to you, a very, very small daughter, say 2, 3 years old or something like that, just started walking and speaking. You're cooking in the kitchen and your daughter comes to you and she says, Mama, Mama, I also want to cook. And then you're thinking, oh, if I give her to cook, maybe she'll burn her hands, and what she will cook, and what will happen? What if the boiling oil falls on her? What will happen? Then finally, very intelligently, you decide, and you get nice, kitchen toys for her, nice cups and nice, all those things you get it for her. And then you give it to her and you say, go play. And when the daughter, she's very happy. She'll start acting like mother. She'll keep that chulha, the gas, and then she'll put a small vessel on that, and with a small spoon, she'll keep stirring, stirring. Nothing is there in that, but still keep stirring. And sometimes, these kids are very, very particular. If they make a coffee, make tea, and give it to you, and if you say that there is nothing in that, they'll go crazy. You have to make sure that you act that you're drinking it as if it is there. So they play that particular kitchen set as if that is the ultimate one, that is the real one. And the entire day they'll keep playing, cooking this, cooking that, and small kids will come together. I'm mummy, you're papa, they are our kids, and then okay, you have to go to office. I'll get tea and I'll cook exactly like the parents are doing. The kids will also act. Hope all the parents are relating with me what I'm speaking. So what did the mother do here? When the child said, I also want to cook like you, so mother knew very well it's harmful. So she got that kitchen set. But now the child, she is cooking. She cooks various items. Mama, I have made chapati. Mama, I have made rice. I have made dal. I have made the sabji. I have made kheer, etc. So everything is made in those plastic set. But then when the child is hungry, she will come back to mother saying, Mama, I'm hungry. Please give me something. And the mother might say, hey, you cooked chappan bhog, no? What happened? You have cooked chappan bhog, go eat. Mother will, then the child will say, no, no, I cannot eat that. You give me what you have cooked. Exactly this is our situation. We went to Krishna and we were like, oh, Krishna, why only you have to enjoy? I also want to enjoy like you. But Krishna started thinking, Arey Baba, I'm creator, I'm supreme personality of Godhead. I can do what I'm doing. You cannot do. You're Ansha. You're my part and parcel. You cannot do what I'm doing. But still, like that small child, no, no, I also want to cook. No, no, I also want to enjoy. So Krishna says, okay, chalo. I will give you nice toys. And then he gives this material world, which is a toy for all of us. And like that small kid cooking the entire day, thinking it is real, in this world, which is like a toy, we all are playing in our entire life, playing and playing and playing and playing, thinking it's permanent. And finally, after many, many lifetimes, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Matma Sudurlabha. Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter, where he's saying, now I'll just get that verse into this context, what we're discussing. So Krishna is saying, after playing in this world for many, many, many lifetimes, then the person will realize, oh, what I've cooked, I cannot eat. I have to go back to my mother, I have to go back to my father, Krishna. And then after realizing that, then a person starts chanting, the person starts attending Gita class, the person starts becoming serious, and finally the goal of life changes. The goal of life becomes breaking the cycle of birth and death and going back to our eternal parents. This is how we are here in this material world, unfortunately. But we are here, but still Krishna will not leave us. You look at Krishna's mercy. Krishna is not like a parent who is saying, no, you have gone, so go, I'll not take care of you. Lifetime after lifetime, Krishna is coming. He's telling all of us, lifetime after lifetime. See, as we were speaking in the last class, this is not the first time we all are coming together and discussing Bhagavad Gita or chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Not for the first time. We have been doing this lifetime after lifetime. Krishna helps us to do this. Krishna personally comes to do his Leela. And then he'll send his own personal associates, go get my children, they're all rotting in this material, go get. And then people like Prabhupada and all the acharyas like Ramanacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarka Swami, all the great stalwarts, the associates of Krishna come here to this material world. And after coming to the material world, what do? They tell us that you have to read Bhagavad Gita, you have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Perfect your life. Goal of life is not to play in this world. Goal of life is to break the cycle of birth and death. So they keep repeating this again and again and again. We all have started, but somehow left it in between. But still, Krishna does not leave us. Lifetime after lifetime, he'll send someone. He'll send some message on WhatsApp saying online Gita course 2020, join. And himself as Paramatma within the heart, make us click that link, fill the form, and then join the Zoom session. He as Paramatma is inspiring us to do that. Tell me, what is that incentive for 200 people to come on a weekday to hear a bald person speaking on Bhagavad Gita? Tell me. It is Krishna who is inspiring all of us. It's Krishna who is telling that how much you will rot in this world, how much you will rot. Every time you suffer here, still you want to rot so much. Chalo, come back, come back. And to come back, you have to follow this process. So like this, no, Krishna will not leave us. He's our eternal parent. If we just understand how much Krishna loves us, if I just describe that, none of us can hold the tears which will glide down from our eyes on our cheeks. Not possible. We will be filled with tears if we just understand how much Krishna loves all of us. But what to do? Like those arrogant kids, who have just betrayed or we have just rejected our parents, and we are here in this material world. This is what is our unfortunate situation. So, answer to your question is, it was our decision. We told Krishna, I want to be like you. So Krishna said, okay, see, you cannot be like me here in the spiritual world because I'm the only supreme person. So you go, I have created a place for you. Go cook as much as you want. And when you realize, you can come to me. But I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you as Paramatma, and I'll try my best to help you out as much as possible. So in this way, it's our decision to come to this material world. It's our decision. It's not Krishna who has thrown us here. We have come out of the place, that particular place. We have rejected Krishna. So in this way, it's our decision. And your first part of the question is who created God? So God is not created by man. God is eternal. He is the eternal creator. So this is a very important concept that we have to understand. So like for example, now suppose every single person will write his name, and then he'll write his father's name. Okay. Now his father will write his father's name. His father will write his father's name. His father will write his father's name. So this entire chain should end somewhere, right? That end is Krishna, who does not have a father. Hope this is clear. But when it comes to Leela purpose, when it comes to pastime purpose, so Krishna will accept his own devotees as parents, Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, Devaki and Vasudev. So he accepts his own devotees as his parents to do the Leelas, to do the pastimes. So in this way, God is not given birth by anyone. If God is given by birth by someone, then that person will become God, no? So Krishna is eternal, and Krishna doesn't have anyone above him. He is the supreme. And that's what Brahma is saying in Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Brahma is praying to Krishna and saying, Ishvara Parama Krishna, you are Param Ishwar. And then he's saying, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha. You are Satchidananda, you're eternal, Sat. Chit Ananda, you're full of knowledge, full of bliss. Satchidananda Vigraha, you're a person. You're Anadi, Adir. You are the most ancient person. You're the first personality. Anadi, Adir. Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. You're the cause of everything that is there in this material world. Doubts, that is there. So maybe Nikki Podar, you can explain to your 7-year-old kid in your own words. Maybe you can give her the kitchen set and explain the same. Okay, but I would really appreciate. Your daughter is really very intelligent. These questions are not normal. And I can surely say that your daughter is a very special soul who has been practicing bhakti from past lives. No doubt about that. And hope, Vinod, I have answered your question as well about the first birth. Hmm? Okay. So let me take the questions on life now. So there are some questions on Gita that we just took, the question on life. Sometimes the action of our loved ones hurt us and we feel demotivated to do our duties to them. So, how to motivate ourselves to still do our daily duties and not get disturbed by their behavior, which is not wrong in their view? So, you have answered your own question. Your first statement says that sometimes the actions of our loved ones. So, the word love that you have used that answers your question. What is that? Love basically comes with lot of other add-ons, lot of other things. And two important things that comes with this word love is sacrifice and service. What is that? Sacrifice and service. So when you're saying that you have someone whom you're calling as loved one, then you have to show these two symptoms, these two qualities, sacrifice and service. Let's talk about sacrifice first. So when we really love someone, we are ready to sacrifice anything and everything for them. This is the first point. We are ready to sacrifice our own comfort. We are ready to take lots of inconvenience for all of us. We are ready to take that inconvenience for on our own. We are ready to do that austerity. Why? Because we love them. We are ready to do any sacrifice. You see, a simple example, which I don't know if I gave this example in this class or some other session, but I'll still repeat. So when the mother is sleeping, is deep asleep, and she has got a newborn baby, and the newborn baby in the cradle, the baby starts crying. What will the mother do? Mother will say, "I love you, beta," and she'll go to sleep. Again, the baby starts crying. Baby's crying only continuously. Again, she'll get up. "I love you, beta. I love you so much. I love you very much. Love you, love you, love you. Arey Baba, love you. This love you which is there, that has to manifest, right? Manifest in some way. How will that manifest? Most important thing, that will manifest as sacrifice. She will sacrifice her own sleep. She'll get up and she'll see, oh, okay, my child is crying. Okay, I'll feed her. I'll feed him. And immediately she'll sacrifice her sleep and then take the baby and start feeding the milk. That is, now she's doing service. So when it comes to love, when you're saying that those people are your loved ones, then we should be ready to bear, whatever they're doing to us. We should be ready to do anything for them because we love them. We should be ready to sacrifice our own comforts, our own opinions, our own tastes and distastes, our own happiness, our own sadness for their comfort, for their pleasures. That is the definition of love. And in every single circumstance, even if that person is favorable to us, not favorable to us, since we accept person as our loved one, we are ready to serve that person in all the possible circumstances. This is called as love. This is called as love. So when I say that these people are your loved ones and they are hurting you and things like that, so that shouldn't demotivate you. Your motivation factor to serve them, to take care of them, is the factor of love. You have accepted them as your loved ones. So you have to accept them even if they hurt, it's okay. My job as a lover, my job as a person who gives affection to them, my job is to serve them. My job is to sacrifice my own comforts for them. This is what is my job description. So I will do it with full motivation. I'll give my 100%. Why should I really worry about what they are thinking and what they are doing? This is called as selfless love. Very, very tricky. Very tricky. Now I think you might be thinking, why did I put that loved ones in the question? Yes. If we just think about Krishna's love for us, a lifetime after lifetime. He's giving us this gift of bhakti to all of us, lifetime after lifetime. Every time, he's giving us this gift, saying, okay, please take this gift of bhakti and practice bhakti, break the cycle of birth and death, and come back to me. I'm waiting for you. But what do? We take that gift, use it for some time, and throw it. And sometimes when Krishna comes to give us that gift, we kick him on the face saying, I don't want all this. I don't want all this. But still see Krishna's love. This is called a selfless love. See Krishna's love. Again he comes. Again next lifetime he comes. Again he comes. Again he comes. See his selfless love. He never leaves us. He's always there as Paramatma in our heart. Always. He's always sitting beside us. Atma is there, and besides Atma there's Paramatma. See his love. That is called selfless love. We are hurting him lifetime after life. There are so many people in this world who say God does not exist. There's so many people in this world who say God is formless. There's so many people in this world that okay, God might be there, but he's very cruel person. There's so many people, but still Krishna never leaves them. Krishna is always there as Paramatma in their heart. He always keeps giving them various opportunities to explore the path of bhakti. Maybe he'll send some person to show them Bhagavad Gita. Maybe the WhatsApp messages that we got, that is one of the ways Krishna inspires. Maybe through some devotee or phone call. Hey, there's something called Gita session going on. Why don't you attend? Every single lifetime, Krishna is trying his best to help us, even when we are hurting him. Yes, this is what we have to learn from Krishna. Even when someone hurts us, if we have accepted them as our loved ones, we are okay with it. Because we have taken their responsibility, we love them, we have accepted them. It's our duty to do two things: sacrifice our own comforts, sacrifice our own opinions, sacrifice our own happiness, sacrifice our own tastes and distastes, and only thing that we have to do is serve that person. How? With motivation, selflessness, without any motivation. We shouldn't have any motivation, while serving them, because we have accepted them as our loved ones. If we just, feed this into our system, if we just feed this in our system, our life will be so blissful. Then, without any expectation, when we serve, someone, there is no question of hurt because we're not expecting anything from that person. Now, it's very good to speak all this, but it's very difficult to follow. But trust me, this is possible to implement in our day-to-day life. It is possible. And this needs a lot of determination, a lot of guts, and a lot of confidence in the heart. And as I've been telling in every single session, every single day when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, every single day when we chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that determination, that confidence, all that will evolve, will emerge. And because of that confidence, because of that determination, because of that stability and depth of our thought process, we'll be able to ignore all these people we call as our loved ones. Basically, we'll be able to ignore their behavior, and with the same enthusiasm, with the same confidence, we'll be able to serve them very nicely. And no one is there in this world. Arey Baba, when you serve a dog for a good amount of time, the dog also waves the tail and comes behind us. If we serve a person selflessly for a long time, why will not that person love us back? Tell me, why? The problem is from our side. No, we have so much of expectation, and then when we start serving, so it's like, I have given you, so and so things. You have to give me so and so. Why? Why there's a business in a relationship? Why can't we have a selfless relationship? This is what Bhagavad Gita teaches us: selfless relationships. This is what Bhagavad Gita teaches us. We have to have the selfless relationship, right? In fact, when I again speak about this selfless word, I always remember our volunteers. I always remember them. So what are they getting? But still, there are many people. I don't know if you are one of them, but there are many of the participants sometimes who insult the volunteers, saying, no, I don't have time to speak to you, and they just disconnect the call. When they call for giving invitation, and there are some people who will not reply their WhatsApp messages. There are some people who will speak very harshly over phone. Yes. So there are many, but still, they have that affection. They are volunteers, not just for Gita Coach, the volunteers of Krishna. So yes, they come forward and they are like, no, whatever, you hurt me or you do whatever you want, but I have that love and affection for you. I'm going to give you a call every single Sunday or Saturday to invite you for the Gita session. Because they are imbibing the principles of Bhagavad Gita. Anyone who imbibes the principles of Bhagavad Gita, for sure, all these problems will not come. All these problems will not come. What to talk about are loved ones. Loved ones are still okay. When we go out for book distribution, there are people who spit out our face, directly spit. Hmm. One of my mentor, he was distributing Bhagavad Gita on the street. He was sharing with me that he was distributing Bhagavad Gita and then someone spat on his face. I asked him, Prabhu, what did you do? So he said, nothing, I just wiped my face, I went to another person. This is called the power of chanting. This is called as the power of implementing the principles of Bhagavad Gita in life. This is the confidence. This confidence you cannot gain by attending any materialistic seminars or any reading some novels or reading some crap on newspaper or seeing some TV series or seeing some crap movies. No, only from Bhagavad Gita and spiritual practices. So hope this answers your question. Yes. Let me take a question now on chanting. Okay, there's a huge question, and I don't know if it's a comment or a question. Uh, Maybe I'll answer this over WhatsApp. No, first I have to read this question first. Okay. Anyways, I'll maybe read it. I received my beads and bead bag, and they're too good and beautiful and very inspiring to do Mahamantra chanting. So Bharati is writing a big paragraph. And meditation daily. So really thankful to Bangalore, While Bangalore ISKCON team, especially myself and the volunteers. Anuradha Mataji, who is guiding me at every step so well. But I received neem beads. Actually, you were supposed to send me tulsi beads. No, it's neem beads only. Because when it comes to newcomers, when it comes to beginners, we have to chant on tulsi beads. And after some time, after a good amount of time, we can start chanting on tulsi beads. So on a personal this one, I myself, after 7 years of chanting on neem beads, then I was told by my superior to chant on tulsi beads. So we have to wait. We have to practice on neem beads and then tulsi beads. With tulsi beads, we have to get some qualification for that. We have to follow some rules and regulations nicely. And then when our superior gives us permission, when our spiritual guide, when our guru gives us permission, then yes, then we can go ahead and we can do that. I'm new to ISKCON culture, so Prabhuji, please, if you give one demo of how to use beadbag while chanting, that is how to keep hand inside and so on. Okay, today only I recorded that video, so very soon that video will be published of how to chant on beats. So that will surely come out soon. How to keep hand inside and so on, plus whole day whenever we want to chant, we can use beadbag, or only in the morning after taking bath only we can use beadbag. Plus some of my ISKCON ladies friends even touch in periods these beads and beadbag, plus also in kitchen prepare bhoga for Bhagwan, and they told me that in periods you can do everything, even temple too we can go, but in our house we even if we go to latrine, then too we take bath, then only touch in kitchen or anywhere else we go during this time. Okay, see, when it comes to mantra meditation, I have to go a deeper aspect to explain about what females can do during that time, during the menstrual cycle. So there's something called as Pancharatrika Vidhi and there's something called as Bhagavata Vidhi. Okay, Pancharatrika Vidhi, it talks about the deity worship, worshipping the deity Arti and other things, which are there. And there is something called Bhagavata Vidhi. Bhagavata Vidhi is about reading Bhagavad Gita and then chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, hearing the pravachan. All this is Bhagavata Vidhi. And both of them are interrelated, no doubt about that. So when it comes to this period, which is there, and also when a person goes to passing stool, attending nature's call, so at that time, so the person is not supposed to do the Archana Vidhi. No, that is there. That is worshipping the deity and things like that. So that is not correct. So we cannot go to temple and we cannot do arti and do all those things. When it comes to preparation of bhoga, when it comes to preparation of food for the Lord, suppose if no one is there at home, for cooking. So yes, so superiors recommend that that lady can cook, and then someone else in the house can do the offering to the Lord. Maybe in one of the session we'll learn how to do offering. Maybe towards the end of the Gita course we can learn all this, and then that is separate. Mhm. So worshipping is not allowed. Okay, and in critic, and then since no one is there at home for cooking, if she is the only one, she has to cook, and someone else has to offer the bhoga on the altar. But there is no question of going to temple during that time. And then this is one. But the Bhagavata Vidhi which is there, that we can continue. So that is, we can chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra on beats, with the beatback, no problem. So that is very clearly mentioned in the Shastras. Yes. Why? Because when it comes to chanting, that is the Yuga Dharma for the age. What if someone dies in that particular time? Those 5 days, if suppose someone dies in that time, not chanting, what will be the destination of that person? So Yuga Dharma cannot be stopped. Yuga Dharma has to be followed, irrespective of is it a pure state or is it an impure state? It has to go on. Only prerequisite for chanting on beads is when we go to pass stool that attend nature's call, so we take bath and then touch the beads. That's it. So if suppose previous night or previous day after passing stool, if I've taken bath and then I've slept, so next day morning, even without taking bath, we can wash our face and mouth, hands and legs, and then sit for chanting. Okay, so this is allowed. But then if someone goes to pass stool and immediately they have to take, then only they can touch the sacred beads. Yes. So this is the only prerequisite. Otherwise, we can chant any time of the day. There have been times during my college days, especially during exams and interviews and other times. So my rounds would not get completed. So we take fixed number of vow that I'll chant these many rounds. So I remember chanting at night 12 o'clock also, sitting and chanting on beats. So it's allowed. We can chant at any time, not a problem. So we can complete our vow. So many times, you take a vow, like most of you took Sankalpa last time that I'll chant one round. So no problem, you can chant anytime. There's no question of, okay, can I chant at this time, that time. Anytime you can chant, but recommended time is early morning, Brahma Muhurta time, between 5 o'clock to 4:30 or 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. That is a good time to chant. Yes. And that's how our online Japa session is also scheduled from 5:30 to 7:30. So all of you can join and you can start chanting there. That will be very nice. Hope this answers your question. Your question still continues. Uh, okay. Time to time, can we wash these beads, mala and beads bag? Yes, we can do that. Not a problem. We can wash the beads. So the power will not go away because the power is not in the beads. The power is in your chanting. So you can wash the beads nicely. Just make sure that the vessel in which you are washing, that vessel should be of the use should be only for puja purposes. Then in that you can soak and you can wash it nicely, and then you can dry it and then use. So that's okay, not a problem. Hope this answers your question, a detailed question, and I hope I did justice by giving a detailed answer. Okay, so let me take questions now on karma. So karma is a hot topic. Right from first day we have questions on karma. So bad karma is begot by doing bad actions. My question is, what about karma we beget by killing the pests around us? For example, we kill cockroaches, mosquitoes, flies, etc. to keep our environment clean. How is that action justified? We cannot even avoid doing it for the purpose of cleanliness. Okay, so what if I say that every time you kill a mosquito, every time you kill a cockroach, you're getting a bad karma for that? That's a fact. That's a fact. So every time we do that, yes, we do get karma for that, karmic reactions for that. So it is recommended in the Shastra that we have to keep the place clean. This is the first thing. It's not that by killing the insects and reptiles, we keep the place clean. We keep the place clean in such a way that they don't come inside. Isn't it? The kitchen is kept clean. If the wash basin, etc., is kept clean, the cockroaches will not come. Simple. So, and also when it comes to mosquitoes, we can use mosquito net Instead of using a racket and play badminton with the mosquitoes, we can do that. See, finally, when it comes to practicing bhakti, we have that compassion not just for human beings, for every single animal, every single insect. Right? We try our best. If by mistakenly, we kill someone, we can just chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and beg forgiveness. But then purposely is not recommended. It's not recommended at all. Yes. So we should try our best to keep our house very clean. And when we do that, then yes, obviously, the insects and reptiles and other things might not come, right? But when it comes to saving our life, there is a concession that is given. So once Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, he was there back in a place called Mayapur in West Bengal, and one of his servants was serving him. So Prabhupada was there in the mosquito net. Now Prabhupada is a liberated soul, who has given us this Bhagavad Gita. So a mosquito entered that mosquito net, and then the servant started going around to catch and kill the mosquito. So Prabhupada said, "Don't do that. No, that's not needed. So mosquito is not doing anything to us." And then when the mosquito sat on Prabhupada, and when it started biting, at that time Prabhupada said, "Now you can kill. Now it's harming us." So in this way, when it comes to our life, when it's a question of our life, then yes, we can do whatever is needful to save ourselves. But in general, it's not fun to kill mosquitoes and kill cockroaches and things like that. We have to keep the place clean, make sure it's proper. Then when it comes to karma, then it's taken care. Good. One of the important thing that we have to do every time is we have to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That is very, very important. We should keep chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. While cooking, we should keep chanting. While cleaning, we should keep chanting. So the chanting should go on. This is apart from chanting on beads, I'm saying. So every day we should chant at least 108 times on beads, sitting at one place. But apart from that, when we're cleaning, when we're taking bath, when we're doing anything, we have to keep chanting. And by mistakenly, if something happens by us, then that's Lord will take care of that, because we're engaged in devotional service, so He'll take care of the rest. But then important is we don't do it purposely. That is very, very important. I hope this answers your question and not makes your life complicated. Okay, so Chetana and Sudeep, they are having questions on karma for animals. Okay, let me read out this now. If animals do not carry any good or bad karma, how is the next incarnation decided? Amazing question. Okay, another question is, we have discussed that animals don't have intelligence, so their karma won't get counted. Then how they elevate to higher forms of bodies to reach the junction form, that is human being? Very nice. Okay, so when it comes to these two questions, I would like to answer these two questions. So when it comes to animals, let's understand this very nicely. A human being who is behaving like an animal, so that human is a lot. So Prakriti, material nature, she will say, "Oh, then why do you want the human form? Human form is a very higher form meant for breaking the cycle of birth and death. Oh, you want to just do eating, sleeping, mating, defending? Oh, why do you need a human for that? Okay, enter this animal form." So depending on the karma of the person, some lower species is given, some lower species body is given to that person. And now when the soul enters the lower species, that particular body, so now the activities, what that animal will be doing is just eating, sleeping, mating, defending. He's programmed, or that animal is programmed to do that. And every time he'll use all the intelligence and reasoning and everything that he has been bestowed with. I'm talking about that animal. He'll use that only for doing these four activities: eating, sleeping, mating, defending. You can observe any animal, you'll see that. They'll just do these four activities. And they'll do, and whatever intelligence, reasoning power, whatever they'll do with that. They'll do these four activities very nicely. Now, when it comes to evolution of these animals in terms of consciousness level, so what happens is, it's like a one way. It's like a one way. So human form, let's consider this road example, since we are talking human form as a junction. So human form is a junction. It's like we can go on the either side, or we can go behind also. We can go ahead, we can go behind. It's a junction basically. Or we can choose the heaven and hell also, so it depends. You can go towards liberation, you can go towards animal species, you can go towards heaven, you can go towards hell. So this is the junction which is there. Okay, so the animals who are there, so They had a human form. So now, as soon as they get an animal form, they are there at the end of the back road. So now these animals, they will keep moving towards the junction. It is just a straight road. There is no two-way there. It's just a straight junction, straight road, which is there. They'll keep moving till they get human form of life. So there is no question of what will happen to their activities, their karma, etc. Whatever karma is there from the past life, from the human life, whatever karma they have got in their karma bank, so that much they have to suffer, and that suffering or enjoyment is there in that animal form, and they keep doing that and finally come to that junction. That is human form. So it is said that human form of life is extremely rare. Very, very few fortunate people will get this human form of life. Not everyone. Not everyone. Very, very few people. We might see there are 700 billion people on this earth, but then those are very few. Why am I saying this? That they are very few. Wherever you're sitting, do this activity now. Wherever you're sitting, look around. Hmm? Count how many mosquitoes are around, how many cockroaches are around, how many lizards are around, how many viruses are around, how many microorganisms are around. Count all of them. Now tell me, you are one person sitting in front of laptop looking at me, but there are so many living entities around. There might be a line of ants, but all of them are spirit souls having different bodies. Now tell me, you are one and they might be millions in the same room. So the point that I'm trying to make is, after the great evolution, from a very, very abominable species of body, going up, 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 and finally the person gets human form of life. So when it comes to animals, they just have one way. They just come from the back at the end, and they just keep moving, 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 and finally get the human form. So human form is a junction. Now in the human form, the person can decide where to go. Should I break the cycle of birth and death and be around in these roads only? Or should I go to heaven and enjoy for some time and come back? Or or is like, if we commit sins, we have to go to hell. There's no question. A lot of sins we go to hell. And if sins are okay, we get some animal form and things like that. Right? So hope this answers your question. Animals, when they perform any activities, they are programmed to do four activities: eating, sleeping, mating, defending. And they use all their intelligence and reasoning power and whatever they have for doing these four activities. And so there is no karma as such for them, new karma generated as such for them. Whatever karma they had when they were human beings, that karma they have to suffer in that animal forms, one after another, after another, after another. But let me tell you a shortcut. From an animal directly becoming a human being. If any animal, hear carefully everyone, if any animal is given prasad of Lord Krishna, or if any animal or tree or a plant or a bird or an insect or a reptile or any species hears the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, that particular species will get human form immediately in the next life, as soon as that species, as soon as the soul leaves that body. My God. Now you can imagine the power of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is not just like that. Power of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is it can convert a low species like a worm in the stool immediately to a human being when it leaves the body. Oh, then just imagine we human beings when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, what destination we will get. Just imagine, just imagine. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is called as Chintamani. Chintamani is touchstone. So when you use the touchstone and touch anything, so that thing becomes golden. So when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when that Mahamantra is there on our tongue, when our tongue vibrates the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, what happens? That person's heart, which is black like coal, slowly and steadily starts becoming golden, starts becoming effulgent, starts becoming really, it starts glittering. And when that really glitters, the person is eligible to go back home, back to Godhead, to Krishna, by breaking the cycle of birth and death. So in this way, your question about animals. Hope it clears. And I gave a long and elaborate answer for the same. Yes. Okay, let me take one last question and then we'll end for today. Okay, so there are lots of inquiries here, I see. Sashtanga Pranam. Okay, Sri Vidya Ramesh. This is a question. I wanted to know the significant chanting chapter 15 in this month of Purushottam. I'm really enjoying this blissful chanting every day, but it would be my honor if you could throw some light on this particular chapter. Okay, so that's a very nice question, very significant question. So in Purushottam Mas, so Purushottam is like we're talking about the Lord. Purusha Uttam, the personality, who is Uttam, or who is what is the right word for this? Uttam, who is really great, or who is the best? Yeah, best is the right word. Best among all the men, best among all the Purushas. That person is called as Purushottam. And 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is titled as Purushottam Yoga. So that particular chapter describes about that Purushottam. So we are chanting this Purushottam Yoga chapter, every single day in this month of Purushottam. So hope this clears your doubt. Okay, so there is another question. I'll just read out this question a bit long, but still I'll do that. I have a photo frame of Lord in my puja room, but I always have strong urge to keep an idol of Lord Krishna in the puja room and decorate to my heart's content, lit lamps and feel the bliss, but was always discouraged by friends and relatives, stating various reasons. Some people say any idol of brass may attract energy in it, so buy an idol of plaster of Paris or clay. Then a few said buy an idol where it is not holding the flute. Also, if you are not doing the rituals or prayers in front of the idol regularly, that will give a negative effect. For sure, we may not be able, we not be at home for a few days, or may not be able to lit lamp during a few days of a month. I'm told that a 2D photo frame has no such issues, and hence I'm having it decorating a photo frame has limitations. Kindly enlighten me on what is the right way of worship at home and what could be negative impacts, if any. Oh, that's a very nice question. So this is about worshipping the deities. See, important thing is we'll be covering in our advanced sessions after completing the 9 sessions. So the people are very much interested and eligible to come to the advanced sessions. So we'll be taking some sessions for them. Again, there will be another 9 sessions after that. So there we'll discuss one complete session on rituals or spiritual. Now, there's a session called ritual or spiritual. So in that, we'll be discussing about various rituals that we do, like for example, the arti that we do, the deity worship that we do, and so many others. And what is the science behind that? So it's a deeper topic, in itself. So I relish giving that topic that session for 2 hours. That's a very nice topic. So regarding the deity worship, so it is a very important science, to understand. So when we do deity worship, like for example, when you're offering arti, when you're offering incense, etc., meditating on various parts of the body of the Lord, and that gets imprinted on our mind. So that's one of the samskar. That's one of the impression that comes on the mind, and that's obviously needed. That's very nice. But then, you know, in the initial stage, in the beginner's level, it is recommended that we have a simple way of worship under the guidance of our mentor. So whoever is your mentor, you can talk to them and understand the same. So we have to check with our mentor what sort of worship we should do. So depending on our level, they will suggest to the next level, what next level we can go. So yes, in the initial stages, it is recommended that we can have photo frames, and then we can like every day morning when we get up, so we can have a separate cloth for the photo frame. We can wipe the frame every single day, and then we can lit the lamp, then offer like this is the sequence: offer dhupa, and then offer deepa, or dhupa is in offer deepa. No, basically you can just offer it 7 times in the circle in clockwise direction. First is incense, then you can offer this deepa, dhoop, deep. You start with actually gandha, pushpa, dhoop, deep, naivedya. So you offer the first, that is sandalwood paste. Then you offer pushpa, flowers, and then you offer incense, and then deepa, and then naivedya. So you can offer some naivedya to the Lord. So these are the 5 items. It's called as Pancha Upchara. So this Pancha Upchara can be done, with having photo frames in the house. So that is very simple. So every day we can do this. And when we are going out, so when we're closing the altar, we can pray to the Lord that I'll be soon back to your service. So I request you to please take a transcendental rest, till I come back. And wherever we are, we can mentally remember our deities, at home. Yes, when it comes to the idol form of the Lord, so we don't call it as idol, we call it as deity, or in Sanskrit we call it as Archa Vigraha. So Archa Vigraha form of the Lord, yes, it has got some prerequisite. So we need some qualification before come to the worship of Archa Vigraha. So till then, we can do the worship of photos, and the benefit of doing worship to the photos and Archa Vigraha is same, because what matters is our bhava, our mood, because Krishna is bhavagrahi Janardana. He accepts the bhava behind. Yeah, so yes, if you're a beginner, if you've just started with this Gita course, if you started your spiritual life with this Gita course, then I would suggest that start with the photo frame worship as of now, and then under the guidance of Guru, taking the permission of Guru after some good amount of time, then we can go for the worship of deities. Okay, hope this clears your doubts. So now it's already 8 o'clock, 8 2. So let's start doing meditation. Today I've since the question came, so we discussed about a very important topic, that is Krishna's love for all of us. Hmm. So if we really feel for Krishna's love, if we have really understood some love about how much Krishna loves us, then today our chanting should be calling out for Krishna and asking him for forgiveness, forgive us, and we want to come back to you, Krishna, as fast as possible. Now please help us. I know I wanted to come here and cook myself, but oh Krishna, I've cooked enough. Now I want to come back to you. Please help me. So we can offer this prayer and intensely pray,